Hey everyone, welcome to my channel ASP.NET Core, and today I am going to show you a simple you can say that this is the next video tutorial of hospital management system. In this video we will cover these topics that is mentioned on your screen. That is, video contains generic repository, unit of work pattern, create areas according to their roles like admin, doctor and the patient, and configure program.cs file like instead of a default identity, add identity message with the role, and add razor pages, MapRazor pages, routing, data seeding, and dependency services, inject dependency service like IDB initializer, email sender class. So lots of things to, you can say that, configure program.cs file. And after that, configure the program.cs file. First migration will be applied, that is the initial migration, and check that is properly work or not. Okay, so the next thing is to first time to run application. Why we use to run application at this time? Because just I want to insert some role into the database, like and also create a default admin for the application. So that is the thing to run application at the first time. So let's check and to see what's going with this application. Now the first thing is to use a generic repository, and you know that a generic repository have some default methods and the common methods that is used by the application, any application like CRUD operations. So in the repository section, so we have a hospital.repositories project. Under the hospital.repository project, you have to create interface, and interface name is generic repository, and in which interface have some methods like get all, get by id, and insert, update, delete. That is the basic CRUD operations. So here we have some and after that you have to implement all these functions by using application db context class and the db set. So in the generic repository, so you have to check it. Now your generic repository completed. Now after that you have to create a unit of work. Actually a unit of work is a wrapper around your generic repository. After you have to create only a unit of work instance to access all these functions which is related in the generic repository. So here we have a unit of work, and here we have a generic repository methods, that is generic repository. By using this method we just get all these functions which is actually existing in the generic repository. So you have to implement that a unit of work class class by using their I unit of work. Okay, so just you can see. After create a unit of work interface, now you just add area for the application, and here we have only one identity folder and identity directory under the area section. So just you have to add a new area for the for among three roles, that is doctor, patient, and admin. So just create a new area that is actually existing in the common section. If you can see in the MVC, there is a not exist, Razor components not exist, Razor pages not exist, but you have to see in the common section that you can see in the MVC area, and just right click on the areas, and you can also create a area, because in the right click we have that options. Okay, so just click add MVC area, that is admin. Also create a MVC area for the admin, doctor and the patient as well, and also delete the model as well as your data folder that is included in the area that is created by you. Okay, so just delete both folders one by one. Okay. Now after create successful areas, now just add a controller inside your patient area, and the default controller name is the home controller, and also create a action view that is the index action view for the patient. Okay, so that is the default. Just I want to run application index page on the first time, so just I want here to see that full page on the on my screen. So just I want to create only for that. Okay, so here we have a home controller index action method, that is the empty controller, and generate a scaffolding. Okay, now wait for some times to create and the scaffolding items. So here we have index.cs HTML file and the home controller also. So now the area completed. Now after that you have to update your view section, your area section, where under the view section you can see the view imports and the view start file is there. So just copy both files, and under the areas folder you have to add these file. Just copy and paste the same file under the area section, because I want to run the same theme options for the among areas. Okay, so that is the thing to add. So now after that you have to configure your program.cs file for the web application. In the program.cs file, just under the program.cs file you can see here we have a data seed. There is no method for the data seeding. Just I want to use data seeding method to call IDB initializer, where your default role is exist as well as default admin user is exist. So use data seeding, and here we have a app.service.create scope and get required service IDB initializer. So implement that IDB initializer as a dependency in the service method by using builder.service.add scoped. So just configure your program.cs file by using there. these configuration settings are: first of all, change add default identity. Instead of add default identity, use add identity with the role, because add default identity have not any configuration to accept identity role. So here we have a identity add identity method. Here we have a identity user with their identity role you have to assign. So everything is fine. Now the next thing to add, that is MapRazor pages, because I want to add Razor pages settings, as well as you have to add Razor pages also, add other services like just add a dependency service like for the IDB initializer. So as a scoped dependency, you have to add IDB initializer, and implemented class is DB initializer. So after add a service for the IDB initializer, you have to add scoped for the unit of work also. So add transient service, add transient dependencies, unit of work, and implementation class is unit of work. Also add MapRazor pages with the area route. Also configure the area routing, and endpoints also create. So first so you can just add other services like that. Now after configuring your program.cs file, you have to add migration in the project. And first of all, choose a default project that where your application DB context is there. That is the hospital.repository, where your application DB context is there. So just add migration, and the migration name is initial, and select the default project, that is repository, and just press the enter button. After successful migration, you have to check the database is created, whether is database is created or not. Okay, so you have to check it. Okay, your table exists in the database, and you have to see in the app settings.json file. Here we have the extra connection string to remove first of all, because during the identity scaffolding that connection string is created on that time. So remove extra connection string from the app settings.json file, and after that you have to run your hospital.web project and to see the outputs. If your output is not exist and any error, just I will resolve in this video. Wait for some times to load application on your browser. If you got 404 error and not found error, that means your routing is not configured properly, and diagnostic tool is running correctly. Process memory is fine. You can see in the CPU also for the all the processor. Events slow, events 0 of 0, application like that, and your local host is run 404. I mean to say that your routing is not properly configured and you got 404 error. Why will be happen for this? Because your controller, that is the patient inside the patient area, your controller does not hold area attribute in the controller section. Okay, so just open your your patient area where your home controller is there. Just open home controller and add that attribute, that is area, with the name patient. Now after run this application and see the outputs, if you are not seeing register and the login link, so just add the partial page in the layout.cs HTML file, and to just click on the register and the link button. And if you got any type of error like related to email sender class, just add the email sender class in your utilities folder also, and implement that class email sender with the email sender. So you have to see in this. After successfully created your email sender class, you have to just add this email sender class as a dependency in the web project in the program.cs file. So you have to just add this email sender class as a dependency in the program.cs file. It means you have to configure your mail sender. I mean to say that. Okay, so just remove the error and your register as well as the login link will properly work with your application. So thank you guys for watching this video, and keep watching all other videos which is related to ERP system, that is hospital management system, and I will work with you. Please please subscribe my channel also, and don't forget, please press the bell icon where you got latest notifications and the latest news also which is related to ASP.NET Core and latest technologies. Okay, so and also please, I request you share this video on your LinkedIn profile, Facebook profile, as well as WhatsApp profile. So thank you guys for watching this video, and you enjoy this video as well and enjoy the outputs as well. Thank you very much for watching this.